Hi, I'm Stacey J, and this is Friday, TGIF. Well, not really for me, because every day is the same day. It's like Groundhog Day here. I get up, I go for a walk, I come down here, and I sew. Best life ever. So today is Friday. It will be a roll of hashtag Friday sews inverted with my hey, another day with Stacey J. That's poetry right there. Welcome back to anyone who has been watching me, and welcome to anyone who is new. Christine from Gemini Stitcher has recently popped on her page my name, and I've had some people pop over. I am about 50 people, subscribers off 2,000. How's that? Wow. So it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The day has actually passed, but I wanted to get on and I wanted to talk about the Pattern Emporium. Where's the name, Stacey J? Pattern Emporium Starstruck Side Tie Top. Okay. I don't know if you ever watched what I made a while back when I was heading up north to Fielding. Not that much north, it's only an hour and 45 minutes. Thank you, the old transmission gully. So I made a twist top, and I was going to make the side top, but I was like, I wasn't sure I wanted to really trace it out, and I thought I only had that pattern on my big rolls of fabric, on my big rolls of card patterned, and I could not be bothered. And I'd already had this other one, the hip twist top was already printed out, and it was really soft. Excuse me, that was my water. And ready to trace out and good to go. So yesterday I was looking for the pant pattern I was wearing. I was looking for the shirt top I was wearing, and I went through my patterns and I pulled out this pattern. I pulled it out and I said to myself, Self, what if you leave that out and actually make it? And Self said, you know what have I got to lose, right? Nothing. Got nothing to lose. So I opened up that pattern and I traced it. Yes, Steph, I traced it out. I loathe tracing out patterns. Loathe it. However, I do it because I just do it. It's my thing, and it's not bad if you do it. It's not bad if you don't do it. I trace out my patterns. Anyway, this pattern is you only cut one. And the way they lay it out, oh my God, it's very, very clever. Very clever. Here is the pattern piece. But when you have it to trace it out or to join it up, you actually join it along this dotted line here. Can you see that dotted line? No, because it's hiding, Stacey. Right, there's the dotted line. So I traced out one side, then I got this next sheet and traced out the other one, but rolled it out together so it's together. So this is the pattern piece. It is remarkable, very genius. I'm really sorry, I actually don't know the lady's name who designs, I want to say Kate. Is everyone called Kate? It's Kate. Look at me actually knowing something. So anyway, so this is the pattern piece, which I must remember I'm missing a notch on my inside arm piece. And that's the pattern piece. Look at it. It's weird, but the way they lay it out is phenomenal. It is, and I don't use that word very often. That's the word my mum uses, and I actually don't use that word very often. And you lay it out on the fabric, on the fold, which was that dotted line, and it lays out on the top identical, right? This woman was a marvel. Marvel, I tell you. Genius. There's the centre back, that side where I'm holding up. There's the centre front. There's a seam down the back, and that is the bottom. See how there's 2 layers? So you actually cut around the deeper layer, and then you open it up, and then you cut it out, and there's your front and back. already side stitched, front stitched together. Sides are together. You got little notches in the armpit. Oh, that's why it didn't happen. I'll just put a notch in there, please, if you don't mind. 1 second. Done. Right. So I did have a notch. Anyway. And the first thing you do is sew down the centre back. And then you sew the shoulders. Now, I think the flutter... Oh, it's not actually called the flutter sleeve. Flutter sleeve. It is called the Fabulous Feminine Flounce. I used to say feminine. No, crazy. Until someone said something about female, feminine, and I went, oh, duh. It was quite a while ago, just so you don't realise it was last week. Okay, it was a couple of decades ago, but it was, my brain was, oh, that's how I'm going to remember it. Anyway, yeah, let's tell people how silly we are. Okay. I love the flutter sleeve. I think it is beautiful and cutesy and girly. And you know, sometimes I like to seem girly. I'm not, but I like to sometimes seem all pretty and girly and all that sort of stuff. So what did I do? I cut out the bishop sleeve. I did the bishop sleeve. Okay, I cut. So I've traced out the main block. I've traced out the, and it's a low scoop neckline, because there's a lot of skin between this. Oh, here's a lot of bra. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So it, yeah. Oh, what was I saying? So from here up, I like a scoop because it shows the skin. The skin thins. I know the skin thins as you age, but I mean, the more skin, the more thin that this area is seen. So you look at that. You look at the difference with that versus, I'm looking at myself. Sorry, yes, I'm not looking at you guys, but versus that. It's just, and because the girls are so big that that's what I learned. I learn it. Okay, so I decided to trace that out today. And like I said, I did the feminine sleeve and I did the bishop sleeve as well. And I did the scoop neck. And I also traced out the under, it's like a bias. One's the band. Oh, for the love of God, Stacey, just open it up. One's your neck band and the other one's a neck binding. That's it. So one's a binding, one's a band. Okay, and one goes inside like a bias binding and the other one sits outside like a, not a bias binding. Hello. Simple. So I traced that out. Look at me doing that. And then I walked into the fabric vault. You want to go for a walk? You guys haven't really been seen in there. You guys haven't been really seen in there. You guys haven't seen really in there, have you? I don't even think that was right. Hang on. Fluid. Oh. Okay, Mr. Christopher has text. He's packing up. It's Friday. Oh, and another one's come through. Done enough for a mallow puff. Have you guys, did you guys get that ad? In New Zealand, we have mallow puffs. And Australia, obviously, too. I think are they Arnott's? Griffins. They're a chocolate biscuit. So if you don't know, a mallow puff is like a vanilla biscuit. It's got a little slither of jam on it, and then it's got a mulled marshmallow on the top, and it's drizzled in chocolate. And there's always something like, how do you eat a mallow puff? You know, blah, blah, blah. So back in the olden days, a couple of decades ago, they used to have an ad, and the ad was, have you done enough for a mallow puff? And yeah, so he has just said he has done enough for a mallow puff. There's another one, and it's an alcoholic beverage. I cannot remember. I think it's something to do with a Tui's or Forex. Do you remember those ads? My Aussie counterparts. I feel like, no, that's a Tui's. Anyway, I'm going to take you. Walk with me. Walk with me. Walk this way. Did you ever do that? And you make someone follow you? No, anyway. I'm going to spin you and I'll put you in the vault. You've seen the coat fabric if you've been watching in the vault, but I didn't show you the vault. So you can see my dilemma. I was like, what am I going to make this out of? So I thought, oh, I'd like to make it. I'd like to make it up today. I was gonna, like I said, I wanted to take it up to the races when I went up to Fielding to watch Joshua race. Right, so I don't go to the races, which everyone would assume is the horse races, because that's what it sounds like. It is car racing, and it is, which is really stimulating for Mr. Christopher, because he loves car racing. And it's fantastic for me because I get to see my bestest friend, because it's her son who's racing. And yeah, so win-win. But we're going up next weekend up to Taupo. And I would like to make something for the couple of days that we're going to the races. Now, I don't know what the weather's going to be like. No idea. This is New Zealand. I was listening to Sew Dottie today, and she was saying how she wanted to make, she's going to make a sweater, but it's probably going to be her last one for the year, because it's obviously going into spring. Well, it's spring now and going into summer. She said, oh yeah, but I probably will still have to wear a jumper up until July. So I'm thinking March, April, June. So it will be the first month of summer for them. And then I thought about it. I said to myself, I don't even know what that means. He's just sent me, I don't know what that means. Anyway, Mr. Chris was loopy-la. And I thought, we did not get summer until February. We had 1 month of it. Yeah, it's a sunny day today. It's been raining for 2 days. It's cold. I've had the heater on 28 degrees in here because I'm a freak. I might be at the age where hot flushes are meant to come. I'm still waiting for them to arrive, and they have not. So even when I was pregnant, I did not get hot at all. Yep. So I don't know what the weather's going to be like in Taupo. See, look at me, go back and remembering what I was going to say. So while I was looking, I came across this fabric. Now, I learnt to sew many years ago. I did, don't know if you know my story, I did 2 nights a week for 4 years, women's wear 1 and 2 at TAFE and sewing at TAFE in Penrith, Sydney. Well, I was in the Air Force, and I was going out with a lovely boy. His name was Bradley. He was my mummy's favourite, and Mum and I went out and bought some fabric for us to make our men shirts. And the polo shirts back in the day, like decades ago, that was going to be a polo shirt. And I do believe I made something for him out of it, due to the fact that this is currently the width of the fabric. It's long, and I've cut something out of it, but like a freak, I have saved this fabric. And it's not for sentimental, Bradley reasons whatsoever. And there's sometimes some fabrics just lose their oomph. And there is no oomph in this. And I almost want to make something just cause. But, you can see it's going sideways now. There's no come back from that. But I just wanted to get it out and show you what I did. We're talking years, okay? Years. A stupid amount of years. So I did go and find some fabric. Now, because this is going to be a toile, I wanted to not care overly about what fabric I used. So I pulled out some burnout fabric. It's got a big seam in the middle of it. Look at that. Can you see that? I did not do that. That was in the fabric. So it's a lovely, like a green-blue burnout. And again, I've obviously had it a little while because there's stuff all give in this. However, I wanted to make it. So now I've got a ton of this left. Obviously got a ton of it. And I made me a wee top. There she is. Okay. But before I go and put this on, I want to tell you what I am wearing today. I'm feeling very summery. I think the colours are summery. Like when I watch and everyone says, oh, it's autumnal and this is, you know, the colours you should be wearing for the season, rada. Mum and I actually both say to each other, we just wear what we wear. We don't seasonalize. Juliet's a word. Seasonalize our colours. Yep. I know people that wear black all year round. You know, I actually was a bit disappointed because I think she would look stunning in colours. Some lady in the nail shop. But yeah. So I feel very light, I guess, is what I want to say about this. I have on the V-neck cuff top by the Assembly Line. This fabric was gifted to me by Georgiana in Tasmania. Okay, got a singlet, a ready-to-wear singlet underneath because it's chiffon and it's got little flowers all over it. So I do love this top. It's always nice and light. Makes me feel good. It's got the elastic in the sleeves. Yeah, I like it. It's all in one piece. Easy to make, easy to wear. Throw it on and off you go. My pants are the pants that I love, jeans that I love from the gorgeous Angela Wolf. I have been following her for probably 15 odd years, I think. Probably about that length of time. And I'm also part of her Wolf Pack, which is a fashion sewing club. That's what we call it ourselves because her last name's Wolf. She designs gorgeous styled pants, or just gorgeous styled clothing. The good thing about Angela, for me, is that we're the same body type. Big busted and straight and narrow down here. So these are her bootleg jeans. I prefer her bootleg jeans. Now I played with them, right? Firstly, let's just see if I can make this a bit better. Firstly, the buttons aren't over enough, okay? They should have been over more and that would have sat the fly properly, but I didn't have that or do that. So I should by rights take these buttons off and put 2 more buttons over that side. She always does a lovely wide waistband, okay? And she also sticks a twill tape in the top of the waistband so it doesn't gape out when you are... Hello. Okay, Mr. Christopher has finished work. He's on his way home, wanted to know what to do. Go to the shop and get some bigger buns. There you go. So anyway, so I love these pockets. The thing I didn't do with this is I didn't do the sway back, which I should have dropped that down to make that level across my body. Okay, I didn't extend up. My waist is up here. Okay, I normally extend it up too. And also I played with the pockets and I made a V pocket. Only rookie mistake, I didn't extend the actual pocket cover long enough. I should have extended that down further and that would never have happened. And in the pocket lid, I have my blue dots. This was actually made the same time my blue dot top was made, the tunic, and it was made for these. So it's made out of corduroy, a beautiful white corduroy, and I love a wide wale on my cord. Wild wale, and it's got the nice bootleg. Please tell me how much you love my shoes. Okay, they're just a normal little heel there. Okay, so that's my the bootleg pant. I made them quite a few years ago, and I've marked something. I've put it on my lap today, and it's dirty. So I think, who was it? I think it was both Rowan, who got white fabric in her last opening box that I watched today, and so Dottie, who both had white fabric and went, it's not going to be white for much longer. Proofs in the pudding. Yeah, definitely a white thing is not so much a good thing. Yeah, looks good, not so much. So right now I'm going to take this top off and I'm going to put the one on that I've made, and then I'm going to bring over everything else I've made in the last 3 weeks, because I haven't shown you everything. I did show you a pair of jeans that I made, the Elwood jeans, which are a part of my Make 9s. Okay, so give me a second. Okay, there we go. You want to see more? I'll show you more. I'll pop you down to this little counter here. There's my bishop sleeve, just one of the sleeve options that you can do. I've got my little knot tied, or it's not a knot, it's actually just a tie. It's tied once, comes in nicely, it pulls it in nicely around there, it sits nicely on my bust. I went for the straight size 14 because it said to, so I did. It's the, what's that thing, the neckline sits lovely and nicely. Normally I do a rolled shoulder here. I put a couple of centimeters more on the back. I don't cut off the front, but I didn't do that here. I actually think it's quite pretty. I feel pretty, also pretty. What do you think? Do you like it? This is the Pattern Emporium Twist, no, Pattern Emporium. Oh, for goodness sake. Side tie top. Yeah. Of course, if you want tied the other side, you would have the fabric laying face down. But I didn't. There you go. That's this. Whenever I used to try clothes on when I was a kid, I always put my hands in my pockets. Let's get told off. Funnily enough. Doesn't really help Mum decide whether she was buying them for me, eh? So there you go. Quite a nice colour. Sort of goes with me. It's a me. Not too low, not too high. Just right. Baby bear. Shall we get on to the other things that I have been making? So I've made the Elwood jeans. You saw them on Monday. So I've worn them now. Everything else hasn't been worn because I haven't shown you. And I have denimed it up. And I have also, which was the Elwood, I have also done 2 of my Make 9s, which one was the Elwood. And I've had a dress, a skirt, hanging on the mannequin for ages. Just in anticipation to show you. So I'm going to get changed. And then I'm going to show you me in my new stuff. Yeah. Okay, so I'm wearing the Tommy skirt from StyleArc. Really pushing that off. Look at that seam down there. Top stitching's a beast. Twirl that girl. Look at those pockets sitting there. Yeah. Loving it. This is the top that Angela Wolf helped design. She took one of her patterns and then changed it with the ruching on the side. Look at that. As I walk away. Coming back. Let me show you that ruching. Come on, Stacey. This is the vintage pattern that I made with the buttons that you guys chose. Nicely full over the bust with an FBA. The orange is such a nice subtle orange. I didn't do a sway back, but there's my buttons. Look at me marching away. You girl, own it. This is my favourite piece that I've made in the last couple of months. It's my drop waist skirt. I got the denim from Moreland Fabrics. Orange matches the orange. Check it out. Loving this skirt. Mr. Christopher's to come home. And if we have a look in the background, he'll match my orange. There he is, matching my orange. And now he comes in. You know what he says? Oh, I thought there's a model in here. Yeah. That's why I got that look on my face. Check out that skirt though. Loving it. So as you can see, I haven't been doing nothing for the last couple of weeks. I have been busy squirreling away doing stuff. I absolutely adore this denim skirt. Listen, look how heavy it sounds. The gathering there and the drop and the, oh, I just adore this skirt. I bought the fabric solely for the skirt because I wanted a denim one. Mum said, isn't it? You know, your other one's blue. I said, yeah, it's light blue, but this is denim. I want a denim floral skirt. That's what I wanted. So, well, Mr. Christopher is home from getting the burger buns. But yes, I just love the skirt. So the skirt's been sitting on Queenie now for a good 3 weeks. Then I made the ElwoodJeans, and then after the ElwoodJeans, just go. You don't need to look. Just go. Why? And then, of course, I made the Tommy skirt that has been recommended to me by a lot of people that are watching me, which is the straight skirt. Okay, the straight denim. I did say to my friend Stacey, yes, I'm Stacey, my friend Stacey, I said, oh, I'm just feeling, I just don't want to waste the denim. She goes, why are you going to waste it? I said, because in case I stuff up. She goes, why are you going to stuff up? I went, I don't know. So anyway, I've got that, and I got a little flower button on it. And I've got piping, bias on the inside and bias on the inside of the pocket as well. So through the inside of the pocket, I put a little bit of cheeky bias on there. I don't get bias binding from anywhere like the Sticky Seamstress. Is that who does it? I don't know. And what I did was I cut out 2 lots of belt loops, and I made double belt loops on all of it. When I made the ElwoodJeans, I made them, and I put the belt loops on and sewed it top and bottom, but I didn't want to do that. So this is sewn under the waistband. And then I attached it down, I pressed it, and then I attached it at the top. All done with white, that one's a bit longer, oops. That all done with white top stitching, nicely joined there at the back, with my little name on it there. And I've got just my Stacey J name on the inside. I don't have any swearing ones today on my dress, skirt. So that one's, yeah. 2. So let's have a look at my little Mapes 2025. I am now up to, I think the last thing I showed you guys might have actually been the shirt with the ruching down the side. Now this shirt with the ruching, I would have told you about it because I'm learning how to over talk. Well, I can over talk anything. But I'm learning how to, like I filmed it and then I'll hopefully talk about it. I just said to Mr. Chris, I can learn how to do that. He goes, ooh. Now, this is it's getting full, people. It's getting full. So my Makes 2025 in my sewing journal. And my measurements, which aren't in this one. And there's all my Makes, the highlighted ones, the stuff that's not for me. Okay, so I made that many, but my Make 9s aren't included in this. So I have made 17, minus 5, 12. I've made 14 items this year, not many. Mind you, the whole of January I couldn't sew, and February I was making wedding dresses and a mother of a groom outfit. So February and January kind of wiped out. So and here's, you know, the start of my year. When did I make that? That didn't say. Doesn't even say. Oh, that's terrible. I haven't even got a start date on that. And then I made, oh, there you go, 11th of January, I made Mr. Christopher's. So I've yeah, got my little skirt. There's my drawing, my line drawing. Not the best artiste in the world. Oh, and I made a hat. Have you guys seen my hat? I'll go get the hat. The only thing left to do on the hat is get me a 30 centimeter, 30 mil self-covering button, and totally doesn't go with my orange, but I made me a hat, and it's velvet, and I've got more velvet. Isn't it dinky? I think it's dinky. I think it's definitely something we should wear in winter. I was talking to one of my clients, Harriet, and I was telling her about hats and that, and how I've got a pink one and I've got a denim one. And she said, oh, you know, I'd love to wear a hat like that. And I said, why don't you? And she says, well, and I said, do you wear a beanie in winter? And she said, yeah. And I said, it's just a fancy beanie. I said, when I used to catch the train, I had this black boiled wool hat, and it rolled around, and it could look very vintagey. It's just black ground, and you know, and I could rim it the way I wanted to. And I used to get looked at, and I used to get looked at by people wearing caps. There's a peak, there's the hat, there's a cap. That's what it is. It's just a cap with class. Anyway, so she wanted a mock-up of this flavour in this pink. She wanted a pink one, and I just love it too. So she's away at the minute, so we'll see if she likes it. And if she likes it, I've got the fabric to make another one for her. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I've been making. And this orange linen, I got the fabric from Morelands, well, the fabric clearance shed now. I also got the denim from Morelands, the fabric clearance shed. Don't ask me where I got that burnout fabric from. You saw the vault. I didn't buy all that stuff last week, so there's no memory case going on with some of that. White corduroy, I think I got from, might have been Lincraft, quite a few years ago. I was actually teaching a young girl, probably about 4.5 years ago, had a sew, and she wanted to make a skirt, and I went in there and found that, and went, yeah, I gotta buy that. So I made those pants probably about 4 years ago too. I can't remember. Anyway, so yeah, that's my week. Friday sews every day. I will be seeing you again tomorrow. Plans for next week. I'll probably catch up on my work I have. I've got to shorten 2 t-shirts. I've got to heighten a crutch of some tracksuit pants. I've got to fix a safety vest, a armoured vest. I am going to play around again with the Mother of the Bride's outfit, and I'm going to suck in the pockets out. And what I plan on doing, cheeky people, is undoing that knot of twine, of macrame rope. What is it? Is it macrame rope? Anyway, unknotting it and trying to find, I might put Mr. Christopher's brain to good use and get him to do a hook thing that I need. He knows, he's seen it, so I can make this. I've only got literally 1 week left to make this monstrosity of a humongous basket holder. In the meantime, it's just, hey Nikki, do you reckon that just would cover me for my end of the macrame stick? No? Okay, fair enough. I get your point. Life. Well, you've seen my life all week, so I don't think I need to delve in that. And yeah, next week, that was me. What else I want to say? You will have to let me know whether you like what I'm doing, and if you like it and you want it once a month, I can probably do a week once a month, monthly weeks, a week in a month and a week. I don't understand that myself. Don't try to hurt your brains. Yeah, so that's me for today. I will see what I'm doing tomorrow. Hopefully Mr. Christopher is having his first weekend. For the last 2 weeks, he's worked 14 days. Well, no, 14 plus 5 is 19 days straight. He has worked. When I did the first push to Timor, back in 99, we worked every day for 6 months. So, yeah. And then we'd go out and party every night. I'd mostly drive. I didn't drink much, so I'd mostly drive. So, yeah. Mind you, plumbing, sitting behind a desk, doing computer work, plumbing, computer work. Okay, that's enough. I do need to tell you something, so I will have inserted this in before I say goodbye. I haven't worn these pants for a wee while. I'm literally going through my wardrobe wearing things, something different every day. And normally I just chuck on my ripped jeans. So I haven't worn these, I don't know how long. And I put my hand on my back pocket, my my right buttocks cheek, and I felt something in there, and I was like, "Ooh, what's that?" I must have thrown a business card in there whenever. Best day ever. Not 50, not 70, but $90 sitting in my back pocket of these pants for who knows how long. And it could have gone through the wash like that. I was on the phone to Mum when I found it, and we were killing ourselves laughing. She goes, "Oh my God, I love it when I open a handbag and it's got money in it." I said, "Oh God, that never happens to me." But oh my God, pockets for sure. Cash in pockets, yeah, for sure. But I thought it was just a little bit of a giggle. So I do not regret putting on these pants today. There you go. Just letting you know. Now you'll see the rest of me. Okay, that's enough from me, guys. I want you to stay well, stay warm, stay dry, keep cool, keep on sewing. Hydrate. I don't know if I'm behind today. I feel like I'm behind, maybe because I had a candy cane that Mum bought me. 5 bags of them. 50 candy canes. No, I haven't eaten all 50 candy canes today, but I had more than I should. I've had a sugar fix. Was in a bit of a tight slump. Don't forget, if you want a monthly, if you want a journal, just pop over to my Ko-Fi account and just throw me a little donation, whatever you decide, don't care, and I will flick you through one. Your email address should be on there because it's registered. You should register when you go onto a Ko-Fi, and it'll have your email address, and I will know where to send it. Today I made the every time I look at it, side tie top from Pattern Emporium, and I'm quite happy with it. And I do like the bishop sleeves. I think, no, I'll just stop thinking. And yeah, that's I think where I'm going with everything. Tell me what you think of my denim skirt that I'm still wearing, the one with the orange and the greens on it. Oh, I have a ready to make green jacket that my mum gave me. I think I spoke about this yesterday when I was talking about my top. And I thought that just completed, and I got a little pair of green boots as well. Completed the whole thing because there's lots of green in my skirt. I thought that looked pretty cool. It's like me, like encapsulating my wardrobe. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so I have absolutely no regrets. Maybe still regretting that whole entire ball of twine. And I have hydrated. I'm up to 5 o'clock, and it is not 5 o'clock. Went for a nice little walk today. Walked Victoria to the train station. Don't regret that because it's beautiful weather. Yeah, that's me. DC. Ice, ice, baby. Anyway. Don't know where I was going with that. Take care, and until I'm looking at you next time, I will see you later. Drop a heart if you'd like to comment. Don't forget to subscribe if you like to see more of my crazy. And yeah, welcome everyone who has been popped over from Christine's channel again. And of course, love you all that have just been with me from any time before now. Thank you for staying with my crazy. And yeah, let me know if you're keen to see a week every month. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe, everyone.
Subscribe, like, and share, just to let me know that you care.